Today we will be discussing the Granger family pedigree for magic abilities, and the Grangers include Hermione Granger from Harry Potter. So, the magic abilities present in her family pedigree look like this. So, she has got two parents, Mr. and Mrs. Granger, who do not have magic abilities, but then they have Hermione, who does have magic abilities, who marries Ron, who has magic abilities, and they too have children that both have magic abilities. So because both parents do not possess the trait for magic abilities, but Hermione does, this is a clear indicator that this is an autosomal recessive trait. And if we have the two recessive traits having magic abilities and any dominant traits showing no magic abilities, we are going to have a pedigree in terms of alleles that looks like this. So we saw here how both heterozygous parents passed on two recessive traits to make Hermione Granger magical, but we want to test out any other possible ways that this trait could be passed down. So is it possible for this to be X-linked dominant and for both parents to not have the trait, which would look like this? There's no way for them to pass down a dominant allele for Hermione to get the magic trait. And then for X-linked recessive, we see that both parents do not have the trait, so they would have big A. So even though mom might possibly have a recessive trait, dad still is only able to pass down a dominant trait if he is not showing magic abilities. So again, Hermione cannot be given magic abilities that way. And then autosomal dominant, so autosomal dominant, for both parents to not have it, they would both have to have little a's. And that would not allow for Hermione to get any dominant traits, so that wouldn't work. And then lastly, Y-length, that's just not possible at all because dad would have to look like this, and there's no way for him to pass on this trait to a daughter. So that would not work either.